Is he in the vehicle?
Yeah. I'm at Grace Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address. And now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. They're fighting in there.
Is inside the house now?
Yeah,
You have your doors locked?
it's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
And boom. Hey guys. Thank you guys all for the birthday wishes in there. Yes, it's mine and my twin's birthday today, and that's why we're going to be doing a live tonight as well. And my niece will be on. My husband will pop on as well. And I kind of woke up today going, well, my husband has to go to work because the holiday for Canada Day was on Friday. And then I was like, what do I want to do today? And I was like, well, I know I'm doing the live tonight with my twin sister. And that was Miss Dog Lover's been a member for 10 months. Thank you, Miss Dog Lover. And then I thought I also wanted to do a live today because it's my birthday and my twins, but for Nicola Bulley because I know that you guys care about her. I care about her. You know, I was talking to my twin about her yesterday. We went to the beach. So I'm a little bit peaked and red. I got a little bit of a burn. A little bit. Yeah. Sometimes you forget when that wind's blowing, but you're at the ocean that your, skin's like. So I was kind of a bit of a lobster yesterday. Well, I still am, but so that's if my cheeks are pinker because that's why. But anyways, thank you guys. Hey Frank, how are you? You're getting younger by the day, right? Anyways, no, not my camera setting. Yeah, it's hard to tell here, but it's kind of like got the lobster thing going. Right. My husband was putting cream all on me yesterday. He's like, I knew you were gonna do this. I knew you were gonna do this. And I'm like, but I didn't plan on it. I said, where's our suntan lotion or the suntan screen? And he said, I don't remember. Just use your sister's. So I said to my sister, who normally has it, and I was like, sister, do you have any suntan screen? She's like, no, I think Shay used it all up or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So then Jevon's friend had a little bit, so I put a little bit on there. But anyways, you guys. So I just felt like I just kind of wanted to do a live while I have a little bit of time here. Hi, Chaotic. Thank you so much, guys. Me and my twin turned 54 today, by the way. My brother Kenny, he's the same age for 6 days. My brother turns 55 on July 9th. Yeah. So it was it's been a month for sure because my brother-in-law birthday was on the 12th. My husband's was on the 22nd. Mine's on the 3rd. Then we just had Canada Day, and then we turn around and my wedding anniversary with my husband is on the 11th of July, which will be 8 years. And then Adam's birthday is on the 13th. And then my niece Haley, who will be on tonight, is on the 15th. And like I said, my brother's on the 9th. So a lot of, it's like compacted, The older sister, she's a Pisces. She's off in February. So, but anyways, you don't look a day over 99, you said, Drama Llama? Yeah, thank you guys, Diane. So what I kind of wanted to do with this Nicola Bulley Live is let you guys really just put your thoughts in the chat, something that you want to talk about, that we'll do. Like this will be kind of like my live for the birthday of Nicola Bulley, but for you guys to kind of, put your thoughts out there. I'm still very angry about the whole inquest thing. Never. But anyways, yeah. So, and I just wanted to put this back up. So this is, for me, this is complete now. It has all the names of, as far as I know, of people that put into names. So today, after this live, I will post it to my Twitter account. I will post it to It's a Crime and Shame Facebook page. I'll post it to my Facebook page. And I will, post it probably, where else do I want to post it? Perhaps on TikTok, I suppose. Either way, if you follow me on Twitter, if you don't, so if you guys want to, like I said, bring it to your own page and just have your little memory thing of the rocks, that's all this was for this part, was a memorial for Nicola Bulley, for anyone that wanted to share a video in a sense and have their name put on a rock. So yeah, and then Jackie, if you see this, Jackie, your name was on there. I finally found it. So it was there. It's just off to the right hand corner there in the purple. And so this was just kind of like I said, a monumental little memory, memorial rock for Nicola Bulley. And so, yeah. And I want to thank, by the way, Ellie. Ellie, thank you for sending me a PayPal. And you also sent me a Jackie Lawson card. If anybody doesn't know who Jackie Lawson is, Jackie Lawson creates beautiful cards. And if some of you do know who Jackie Lawson is, I actually used her stuff in the Nicola Bulley tributes, with the birds moving and stuff like that. I truly love her cards, so I would just kind of go through them, capture them on screen, and then edit what I wanted in there and stuff like that. Hello, Emily. How are you? Wayne, what you saw on there. But yeah, I shared a few days ago. Yeah, Daniel, your name's on there. You can see it right there in the left-hand side towards the bottom on the big rock above Betty Boo there. It should have been an open verdict. I agree. I'm very upset. Yeah, she's so talented. She is. I do believe, too, it should have been an open verdict. I feel like it was very one-sided and lopsided, and it was all geared to the fact of promoting the narrative of that Nicola Bulley fell in the water right there. She took a gulp of air in, and even my twin sister was like, yeah, BS, because I was telling her about it. And same thing, like my husband says, everyone you even show and tell, it's just BS. And that's how I feel. It was just a lopsided inquest. And I don't think it was very fair that it was looked at. It should have been left as open, because to me, they didn't know the true answer themselves. They were just guesstimating what would have been this plausible scenario in their eyes. And to me, that's not 100% fact. It wasn't 100% fact that that's what happened to her. And so that's why, it really ticks me off, because you spend all this time, looking at all the different BS of the timelines from Lancashire police and they can't even get their own act straight. They pat themselves on the back. They're thanking themselves, and then when Snowden says, and we even picked the right day, where the heck did he get that from? Like, that didn't just morph out of his butt. He got that from somewhere. Either it was one of those, for what do they call it, Freudian slips, or Freudian, or whatever word that is. I can never say it. Freudian slips. But anyway, but it's like, where did he get that to say that? Because it's kind of like you're watching it, and that in itself, you're just like, dude, like, what did you guys do? You guys sat in the police office having bets about what day she was going to be found on, and it just was a Freudian slip? Or did somebody say, like, where did that come from? Did Jason Dean Rothwell tell you that he was going to go find her on the 19th? And it really just ticks you off, because you just know it's a bunch of cow dung insurance. That's why I was going to say, somebody sent me something in my email, and I haven't even looked. I vaguely looked for a second, but can anybody else corroborate this? Somebody sent me an email that said Emma White was selling all of her stuff, that, home furniture, wedding stuff, on Marketplace. Did anybody else hear that? Or is that just one of those somebody's, making it up type of thing? I didn't have time to look, because, again, we were at the beach yesterday. And then when I came home, I literally was exhausted. And I literally went right to bed, just because of the heat and stuff like that. The day before that was Canada Day. So it was just like, and then today's the birthday. So just kind of been a little bit busy. It was a nice day, though. It was a nice day. My nephew and his friend Alex, they came along yesterday. No, the police didn't find her nothing. The police didn't do a nothing. Behind all this, nonsense of their story, again, you have a very arrogant Lancashire police that really truly is just, thanking the Lancashire Post, thanking the Lancashire News, thanking all them. But hey, as for everybody else, basically, you guys, he's trying to say, like, you guys are the manure, and you guys are propagating false news and this and that. Really? Pretty sure that they started it. They don't even know how to cordon off an area, right? You would think that would be crime scene, like, 101, considering it was a high-risk misbah. How do you deem somebody as a high-risk misbah? And then your answer to that, why you didn't cordon it off, was because she was a high-risk missing from home, and that they had already searched the bench in whatever area. What a stupid answer. Seriously, if this could go through the freaking internet, or through the monitor. Hi, Shelly. How are you? Same BS about Paul getting rid of Willow. Did somebody say that as well? Yeah. I believe PA contacted Jason Rockwell about looking at River. Oh, didn't you send me something, Darren, that I need to look at still? If so, Jason needs to come forward and forget about his reputation. I'm just going to read some of your comments here, guys, on there. Hi, Alfie. Local newspapers are usually beholden, to our police state. Hello, Darren. His reputation would improve coming forward, because of many of us believe there is more. So, how are you guys doing, by the way? Are you guys, like, still, following a bunch of channels? Are there a bunch of channels still covering Nicola Bulley? I guess, like I said, I was just, tonight, on the live tonight, me and my twin, it's going to be birthday time and crime time. And we're going to talk about Delphi. We're going to talk about Nicola Bulley as well. So I know it's going to be way too late for you guys in the UK, but maybe you'll just want to catch it on replay. Because, and get to the part where we start talking about crime. Because again, the first part of it will be about, me and my twin and my niece, and birthday stuff, and then the next part will be about crime and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just, it's a bunch of it, and I think that the end result is that not for 1 second do I believe that Nicola Bulley, that she drowned in like 10 seconds, right there on the water, right where you would have went plunk, right there. You know, I don't think probably. I don't think, and Peter Falding has spoke up again, has he, by chance, anyone? Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Oh, which reminds me, so since I'm banking here, even though she'll probably come in tonight's live, I want to thank Charmaine on the Cake app, coffee app, Cake app. Thank you, Charmaine, very much. There was a microphone that I put up on my wish list from a while ago, and Charmaine completed that wish list. So she put $80 towards my microphone. It's one of those. I love rainbow stuff. Okay, guys, I'm like a big kid. Throw balloons in my face, throw color, whatever. But anyways, it's a nice microphone, and it was like $90, I think, and it got the rainbow color on it. Anyways, because Alexa has the rainbow one, Adam has a rainbow one. You know, right? I always like rainbow. My computer is a rainbow mouse pad and a rainbow keyboard, that does all the rainbow colors. So why wouldn't you want rainbow microphone, right? So I want to say thank you to Charmaine. She's from Canada. When I lived in Alberta, she lived about 20 minutes away from me. Anyways, thank you so much for that. Let's see. And then let's go back up to you there. And Eddie Vinyl is right, has sadly stepped back. Yeah. I mean, each to their own, right, guys? Each to their own. On the morning she was found, I commented on, video by Crime Scene Courtroom that body would be found in the next day or two. Yeah. Did ya? Yeah, he just dropped another Lucy Letby one. That trial seems to be, coming to a close for the I don't know. I think his title was End of Trial, but like it's getting to the point now where there's going to probably be a verdict soon. Guilty, Lucy. Psh, 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 guilty. You can't be around all those kids and then the fingers pointing other way. They're all pointing at you. You worked on all those shifts. Nasty, nasty person. I was just there was just another case actually with a nurse, and she took the lives of 6 and attempted 8 others, and with insulin. And it's just crazy what these people whack jobs do out there in this world. It's so sad, like taking babies' lives because your own life is so pathetic, that you want to save them from this catastrophe of a lifetime that obviously you can't become a productive member, that you have to take children's lives. Just sickening. Pandora did a video today about the volume and the side buttons adjusted at 9:18. She had a theory that is the way to send an emergency message to 999. Well, I know that there is a way, and it's something to do with, I remember hearing that not too long ago, like nothing to do with true crime, but I remember hearing about that, like, because I don't know what it is, but you press the buttons or something like that, so that it instantly does the 999. So, yeah, interesting. Miss Burr, yet the criminal investigations on the top of the case of the field unusual for any police investigation to even start looking. Normally have been missing 48 hours. Why did the police get involved? Well, yeah, why did they? It's not like they did anything really. I mean, like I said, they kept the whole Men in Black thing away from the. They purposely did that, by the way. They purposely did that. They didn't want to tell the public about that Man in Black because they knew that would have driven more Of course, frenzy across the internet. They purposely held that back, and it's just kind of BS that we heard that in the inquest. And again, it was just a lopsided inquest. What do you say about it? It was, it. They don't know for a fact that that's how she died at all. It's bull. It's bull crap. You know, tell me she bounced her head off a rock, her face off a rock and knocked herself out. And then that just would equate to that you guys, couldn't find a freaking fish if you wanted to in that river. Feels like trying to get water from a stone. Yeah. Personally, Sunny, I've gotten rid of all three channels, and on a personal note, one channel is just horrible. Only speak how I feel. Must be the Canadian in me, like you say. Yeah. Or I like your little Canada flag there, by the way, in your avatar Streamlabs. Chucked in by PA. Pathologist gave no importance to bruising on body and broken bridge on Nikki's nose. A punch. If they would have equated that to me with the fact that she just basically knocked herself unconscious, I could legitly see that. I could see that someone could, if they fell face forward, would hurt their face on a rock, if because those boulders are big and they put their hands down, but that didn't break the fall of the big rocks that are down there. I could equate to that, but that's not the conclusion that they came to, even with that, because that just would have meant that of all the searching, uh, the cadaver dogs, the drones and all that, that they still couldn't find, you know, they couldn't find shit. Is what they couldn't find. Right, Jason Dean Rothwell. Yeah. Penny was there at the same time, lying under oath she's protecting a certain person. Yeah. What's with all the what was with all the twists and turns there? Hey Ron? Penny called saying like the dog's running loose and Penny's tied up the dog. Penny didn't tie up the dog. Penny climbed over a stile. Dog was running between the gate and the fence. Dog was running between the stile and fence. Dog was running between the gate, the field, and the fence, or the gate, or the bench, or whatever. And you're just like, what? Really? Really? Couldn't get their. That inquest really, really actually left a lot more questions than answers. Mind you, said if we keep the pressure up, they will reinvestigate it. You think so? I don't think so. They got what they wanted. They got their answer. They played to the corner exactly how they saw what happened. I think it would take a lot. It would take some new evidence for that to happen. You can send an SOS by 3 quick buttons. 3 should just be able to hit 1 quick button. I don't have any faith they'll reinvestigate. No, I don't either. Well, there's a lot of good points to be made, especially when you're dealing with these cocky Lancashire police, who, again, just really offered up nothing. They gave a probability, and they went with that probability. They went with it right from the start. But the truth is, they still don't know 100% what happened to Nicola. They should have left it as open. They should have left it as open. I mean, it really is. When you think about it, it's just a bunch of horse manure that they literally um, deemed it as uh, an accident when they really still didn't have any solid facts to base that on. They had a probability, but not a solid fact. Yeah. I've typed a post today and attached a small clip in one of the 4 videos, but need to speak to someone to make sure I don't get sued. But read, I can use a small clip and not get done for copyright. I still don't know what all videos you're talking about there. Yeah. I'm not even sure where your videos exactly came from. From another content creator? Hmm. Well, I mean, Nicola's case personally, obviously, has impacted my heart, Adam's heart, a lot of your guys' hearts. Obviously, you wouldn't be here in this chat right now if Nicola Bulley's case didn't impact you. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating, kind of like with Curtis Media. It's frustrating that they can just use their powers that they can bully him around, use their laws in the sense to their benefit against him, and just again just abuse of power. And to me, this Nicola Bulley inquest was just a one lopsided view. That's all it was. It, I I would have felt a lot better, at least had there been the sides, like a couple sides, like Peter Falding's side, saying like, look, I don't believe this is true, and here's why. But all they did was take everyone that agreed with their, like I said, to say that this can happen in water. Okay, great. Someone can die in 10 seconds. Great. It's probably what happened then. This stop at this time. We're going to equate this that Nicola Bulley just had an accident, went in the water, took a gulp of water, whatever. That's all that they were there for. That's all that they were there for, is just to push the narrative that Ellie wanted. And you don't like that. That just reminds me of like fixing. Like when I say fixing, I'm talking about when you're being corrupt and you're fixing it so that it makes it seem that way, right? Like meaning you got all the cards stacked in your favor. Someone made a short clip on here showing a man in black who hangs around the part of the river wire. The clip should still be on here. On where? On where, Min? If Nikki fell in that river, suspicious or not, her body would have been there. Or one would think, right, Andy? One would think. One would. It's just when you look at the whole case from start to finish, right? Everything just means that every single thing, every shred of anything went against Nikki, right? Anything. So someone that just falls would have just fallen right over. Okay, they would have landed on those rocks. Okay, so not only could they not find her within a few hours of being in the water, how did Penny not see her then? If Penny hopped over a stile, we're talking within what, like 10 minutes time, if that. Like, how come Penny didn't see any floating body in the water? Or, because there definitely would have been people looking around. Like it was slow moving. Even Paul Ansel said that it was just calm. The water was calm. It gets tidal, sure, but like I said, so how come from start to finish with Nicola's case, from start to finish, they couldn't answer why they couldn't find her? They couldn't answer nothing. The only thing they could do is bring in people to sit there and go along with their conclusion. That's what pisses me off, because it doesn't feel like Nicola Bulley fully got her justice that she deserved. At least it should have been left open. And again, when they don't talk about the men in black, why are they hiding that? Like what truly are they hiding that for? Just simply because they don't want the public to get wind of it, because that's going to cause even more, around the internet again? Or what was the other reason, perhaps, then? If they don't say it, they knew it. They obviously knew that Mr. Fife had said this, Richard Fife. Sailorman, fair is using making commentary on video clips, so as long as you're commenting, you should be okay. Yeah, fair use. Thank you, Denise. Is it your birthday today too, Denise? You probably would have said before. Ha, that's crazy. Happy birthday, Denise. Aw, happy birthday, girl. Yeah, cancer baby. Summer of 69. It was just the best guess based on evidence. Yeah, but it wasn't factual. It wasn't fact. So they should have left it as an open verdict then, because it wasn't fact. If they would have said 100% fact that this is what happened, Nicola Bulley had these contusions to her, and that, like I said, she bonked her head off, she went unconscious. I could have bought into that easily, because I could see that happening. I could see someone hitting those rocks if they're tripping and going face forward, but no one's going to end up in the middle unless they're pushed. Okay. There's no one that's going to end up in that middle of that water unless they're pushed in. That's not going to happen, and then why? So with the whole accident thing, of course, we don't have anything to show that Nicola tripped, well, slid, no markings, no grabbing or whatever. It doesn't really make sense. Kids, I'm sure you guys have put yourself in that position and just think, what would you have done if you tripped and fell over? you know so barring the fact that you didn't knock yourself out cold from hitting a rock, you're typically going to stand up right away, you know and start grabbing for the side, because she wouldn't have gone any further than that, not unless she took a running leap jump in herself. Doubt it, right? Because it didn't come back as a take your own life, even though the whole family made it seem like that, and even the Lancashire police. 6 months, if my heart and exactly took up over 6 months, if my heart and thoughts. Absolutely, yeah. And again, for those people, you guys know that I have the mugs on the it's a fourth wall site or whatever. There's a few people that have requested them. I'll leave them up for the next week, and after that, I'll be taking them down on there. Those are for people that just wanted to have a mug of Nicola Bulley, a memory of yourself. Like I said, there's one with the rock. Well, I'll have to redo it, but there's one with the rocks or whatever. Totally up to you. It was for anyone that just wanted a piece of Nicola Bulley, in a sense, on a mug, cup of Joe in the morning, whatever. Just a memorial thing. Not everyone's cup of tea, Curtis, but he was on the team for sure. And without his vids, right? You know what? Yeah. You know, granted how I keep saying this, granted how people feel about Curtis, you know, absolutely. Uh, boots on the ground, things that really, brought you guys a lot of coverage and a lot of firsthand, viewing, like a, bird's eye view. So, it's always to be grateful. Maybe some people don't like his, you know, whatever his purpose for doing things are, right? Obviously he doesn't have a stellar, history at the end of the day, but as long as you go in there and you're aware, of course, and you're not whatever, everyone's still entitled to do whatever they want. Whether the guy's the biggest piece of crap in the world, not meaning Curtis Media, just meaning in general, of a YouTuber or whatever, you're an adult, you could do what you want. Ah, that's nice there. Yeah. There you go. Happy birthday, Denise. Thank you, Rachel. Would have helped if we had toxicology evidence. What was in the water? Bubble bath. Bubble bath. Thank you. What do you guys think though of the fact that it was Louise Bully, sorry, Louise Cunningham, that actually called, the welfare check on her sister? Do you guys think she did the right thing? I can understand why Nikki would be upset, but she was obviously suffering, right, Paul? Or was she full of beans, Paul? Which is it? Was she suffering or full of beans? Oh, okay. I don't know on YouTube where though. Experts We purposely handpicked, which is why Peter Feldman was not asked. Right. Yeah, they just handpicked what, like I said, they just played exactly to the beat of their own drum. So arrogant. So arrogant. Right. How could Penny not hear a scream? Like, I mean, like I said, when you look at the whole thing, dog didn't jump in after. Nobody heard a scream. Nobody saw water floating down the river. Nobody saw anything. Nobody found her, right? Until the 19th. Nothing. That's what I'm saying. How could something just go absolutely wrong in every which way? How could something literally go so against Nicola? That's why it makes you question it. Like even my sister was like, well, was there any third party involvement or whatever? And I'm like, well, that's the thing. A lot of people believe so, you know, because you don't know. You know that step stopped here, according to them, right? The step stopped there. But how could everything go against the grain for Nicola? Everything, everything, everything. Like everything. Not one thing, you know, was anything to do with the truth about Nicola and what happened. Two experts have said that the bodies sank first. I don't understand how LP's body cam video is showing her moving along the current. Right? I don't understand how LP's body cam is showing her moving along the current. Well, I mean, right, they sink first, and then depending on how cold the water is, they should pop up again after, a few days to a week, depending. And then they'll surface, and then they'll go back down again, and then they'll have like another gas thing where they'll pop up again. I remember my friend said it's like 3 cycles. The television presenter spoke to two dog walkers about the altercation Nikki. Not asked to attend. Yeah, you're talking about, well, yeah, like what was that comment really about? Where Nicola, um, like the comment was something about the dog being off the leash. Conversation about the dog being off the leash, and everyone was like, Penny? Penny. Yes, I do. I think the coroner gave the family what they wanted to hear, to be honest with you. And I just, you know, bottom line is you want the truth. But the thing is, thank you very much, Shelley. The bottom line is, though, is that shouldn't have been deemed as an accidental death. It should have been categorized in the open verdict because of the fact that they didn't have 100% proof that that was happened. They had a probability, a cause of that's what happened. And yes, I did walk away feeling like the verdict came back as accident because that verdict would probably make the family, in a sense, feel better than leaving it with an open verdict. Not with being, say, shady, but just with deeming it as an accident, even though I feel that that was wrong because they didn't have 100% fact to know that that was true. It was just a probability. Yes, granted, because when you walked out of that inquest, there was people like the black man thing, then you had the witnesses, and there was Penny going over the style. Like they didn't clear up things that they could have cleared up. Why? Like I said, why didn't they just address the man in black and say, look, we've looked into this and there's nothing? Well, they couldn't do that because they probably didn't know who the man in black was. Was he one of the fishermen? I doubt it, because there was two fishermen. Well, the thing is that nobody else has hurt themselves, you know? Like nobody else has really fallen there. And then it goes, against everything, right? Because Nicola Bulley's family said she knew better than to go near the water. Mm. The screams, I don't really put much weight on the screams because somebody said that they heard one at 9:30 and that was from Allotment Lane. Yeah. Sorry. Penny would have heard the scream then. And other one was from over near the church. Sorry, a little too far. Yeah, not buying the screams. Not buying the screams. Remember there was and the heart rate thing was like till the 4th, February 4th, you know? Did we hear about that now that I think about that in the inquest about why the heart rate was showing till February 4th? I don't remember. Did we hear about that? One sec. One sec, guys. So did they just Drama Llama, did they just say it was because of the Fitbit on her arm and water? I can't remember, to be honest. Well, Nikki's, like I said, sister on the 10th, right? We're only talking about 17 days. 17 days prior to Nicola Bulley going missing, her sister calls, for the welfare check. Right. Because that's what they said. Right. It's kind of like how she gulped water and died in 10 seconds, too. That's how I think. That's how much I think about that water between the arm and Fitbit thing, to be honest with you. Um, but Louise Cunningham called the welfare check on her sister on 10 days, um, 17 days prior to Nicola Bulley. Obviously Nicola Bulley, for her sister to do that to her, Nicola Bulley must have been honestly in a place for sure. Obviously she was drunk, but for her sister to do that, it's not because it happened only one time. It's because something in her life she wasn't happy about, right, Paul? She was suffering, or was she full of beans? Which is it, Paul? Suffering or full of beans? Is that makes you question things right there, right? Paul saying that she was full of beans, but then tells Anne Marie Fletcher that she's suffering. Yeah, yeah, and she hit her head on the tent. Right? It's just the thing is that how do you say that she's full of beans, and then literally tell Anne Marie Fletcher that she's suffering if she's doing just fine, that she was happy, she had just closed a mortgage thing, she had just done this, but yet she's suffering. Because that's the truth right there, is that Nicola Bulley was going through some really rough times. Whatever those rough times, whether they were due to her relationship with Paul, whether they were due to something else, anxiety, stress, whatever, it's always due to something though. Like anxiety and stress are due to something. So, like you're getting those um, for a reason. When you get anxiety, it's not just because you're looking out at the sky and all of a sudden, ooh, anxiety. It's because there's a trigger of some sort. Yeah. I mean, it's not exactly, it's embarrassing, right? Right? Because that's kind of taking it to a whole new level. But I think that I think that it was justified for Nicola Bulley because she was obvious. She's obviously, anyone that uses a crutch, it's because there's issues going on. We know this. Now, what those issues are a whole different ball of wax, right? This would be just speculation. We don't know if her relationship with Paul was, you know, going to the rocks. Could have been, My sister was telling me just yesterday. So back a long time ago, my sister still lives in the same house. When I've lived here before, then I moved away for like 15, 20 years or whatever it was. And then I came back. And the neighbors to my sister, um, I basically watched their children grow up through when I have lived here. And it's like one minute you see them when they're small and they're big. And my sister was just telling me how they're getting a divorce. And my sister was like, son, I'm just kind of shocked, really, because, whenever I see them, like they're always doing stuff, when they're out back, they're sitting in the chair. When they're walking, they're holding hands, and he's in the backyard doing something and she's reading a book. And, you know, like I said, you know, can't really judge a book by its cover sometimes because you don't really know what's underneath that cover. Because here you have my twin thinking that, like this couple next door, like the family's been married or together at least for 20 something years. And it looks all hunky dory, but obviously it's not, because most people don't like to show the dirty side of their relationship or the part that's right. Most people would much rather exude fakeness and happiness than really put out their troubles. Some people do. Some people live off that type of drama. I couldn't be asked. Actually, it's why I hate Facebook. I don't need to hear about everyone's poor, woe is me, woe is me. All when the same people are just constantly like negative posts and stuff like that. After a while, it just gets like, oh, there's poor you syndrome again. She didn't want to be here. Right. Maybe she meant she wasn't happy in a situation. And it very well could be drama llama. Do you know? Very well could be. Because it's all easy for, no offense, but it's all easy for Paul to sit there and say everything was great. But you want to hear it come out of Nikki's mouth, not Paul's mouth. Because, of course, right? You're not going to sit there and tell her, oh, yeah, me and Nikki were fighting all the time. And, yeah, our relationship was going south. It's not going to happen. It would be, yeah, no, everything was great. She was full of beans. Yeah. You're right, Drama Llama. Yeah. Elfie. PC at the inquest, you stated Google had been very helpful. Ms. Inquires, this is misleading quote. Searching on Google yourself doesn't mean you spoke to owners of Google. Yeah. William, it's not strange. My parents did that to me and my sister when we moved in our early 20s. Do we know if it's true that she took a mortgage out herself? No, I don't know if it, I don't know the answer to that positive. I honestly don't know the answer to that. Google's my Bible. Yeah. I'm just feel heartbroken with Nikki's case. Like I said, you guys have listened to me say for the various reasons. Such a beautiful lady, such a beautiful aura. She just has such a beautiful aura, doesn't she? Here, we'll look at this picture. You know, she does. She has a very sweetness about her. The 10th was a setup for what was coming. Perhaps. Perhaps. I keep having dreams. I keep having dreams. You know what? I'll tell you what. If just if Paul and Emma end up together within the next year, then we'll know the truth, eh? If that just miraculously does happen. Okay, can you please look at the scenario? If I go for a walk with my friend and her dog, and I nip off to the toilet, when I come back, friend's dog is there, but friend is gone 3 weeks later. Yeah. Yeah, right? It's sad when you just, like I said, you spend all this time following the case, and then you feel like the rug was ripped underneath you a bit by the inquest. You just feel like it was like full of beans, but not good beans. And, mm, if only we could be a fly on somebody's wall sometimes. Mm. Talking about Nicola, William? Right. I get where you're coming from, Kaz. I think so many YouTuber creators have poured their souls in. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, because Nicola or other cases, they be, it's like you don't know them, but you feel like you're a piece of them as by the same token as well, because it's like caring about someone almost like as if they were your relative, but they're not. Like that's how invested you are. We don't know much about Nicola, but I can tell you just by looking at Nicola, she's a soft, sweet soul. She's got a beautiful heart. You can see it. I can tell this because I can read people and I can see it. You can see it. All you have to do is look into somebody's eyes. And the thing is that when you have sweet souls such as Nicola, you're probably gonna have depression to go with that, because those type, like my type, get hurt the most. She's a very sweet soul. You can tell. You can just see it in her eyes. You can see it in her eyes. You can see it in her aura. You can see it in her face. You know. But don't compare her to Lucy Leppy, though, okay? Because Lucy Leppy is one person that can definitely fool you. Because Lucy Leppy she does not look like someone that would try to harm children by looking at her. Nicola Bulley, to me, is you can just see her. You can just feel her, feel the um, feel the kindness in her. I just think that we were wronged by the fact of, them deeming it like an accident. They purposely withheld information. They never did have their facts straight. They couldn't find her, you know. And it really just doesn't lead to someone going, "Oh, it was just an accident." Like I said, it's the totality of it all. To me, how did everything go wrong for Nicola? Everything. Willow, you damn dog, you didn't jump in after Nicola. Cadaver dogs, you darn dogs, you couldn't sniff her out. Scuba divers, just everything. Nobody heard a scream. Nobody heard this. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard this. Nobody heard that. Nobody found her besides Jason Dean Rothwell. And that was a quarter of a mile floating before she supposedly landed in those trees there. Shocker. Shocker, shocker. What are we at here? I'm just gonna go another 5 minutes, guys. Um, then it's gonna be 1 o'clock, and my husband should be home soon. His mommy got me a gift. I don't know. She's been a little spending machine over there. Um, yeah, because she does the darndest things though. It's like, why don't you just send your son money from England instead of having the cake delivered that really costs $10 and then you get charged all this stuff? Just be easier to walk over to a Dairy Queen right beside our house here and do that. Yeah, no, it says links, Wayne, when you type something wrong. Um, Streamlabs picks it up as that. Yeah, Paul wears black beanie hat. This case has grabbed my attention from day one. How did it come to this? I know. I do. You know what? I still feel very weighed down. I feel just disappointed. Um, and I feel just disappointed because I just feel like the facts didn't justify, um, to me, accident ruling, considering they couldn't prove it for a fact. And I just think it was just a very lopsided inquest. And it was. I mean, it was. It was like having all your best friends sitting there going, who do you like more? Me or this person? They're going to pick me, right? Because I'm their best friend. Like, that's really, she did deserve so much better. And send the daughters, daughters grow up without their mother. It's sad. So Streamlabs is stupid, yeah. Hopefully. I hope that there is a reassessment of this case. Maybe we should all be freaking sending an email to Adelaide, the coroner there, and saying like, how could you guys only listen to a one-sided verdict or a one-sided team? You know, right? See, they don't even know that she didn't really. Just because she didn't have any alcohol in her system didn't mean she still didn't take her own life. You know, she was suffering, right, Paul? She was suffering 17 days prior to this. You know, I just think that it wasn't fair that they just deemed that because she had, of course, she's going to have water in her lungs. She's underneath the water. She's going to get water in her lungs. So she was alive, right? She was alive prior, they said, to going into the water, according to them. And then 10 seconds, boom. Yeah. Probably not, you know. But there are stranger things that have happened. You know, there are stranger things that have happened. Like I said, sometimes you have to wait for the future to look back at the past over there. So if by chance we happen to see Emma and Paul together, well, then we'd know the answer. That yeah. Okay, guys. Sorry, just iPhone, you can activate an emergency call by pressing the two buttons on the side. it was activated just before a spike in the. Well, I know that that's possible because I just was saying earlier, DW Bull, which is live's going to be coming to an end in a minute. Um, that right. I'm going to look that up when I get off this about that because I remember hearing about this. Nothing to do with the inquest or anything or Nicola's case. I just remember hearing it about pressing the side um, to activate. And I remember going, okay. Um, it was activated just before the spike in the Fitbit. I'll have to take a look at that myself. If she exhaled before jumping, and she would die quickly. Yeah, if she jumped in herself. Hmm. Alfie, William, I've dealt with suicide on many occasions. No, very sad there. There was this one guy, um, when we lived in Coquitlam. It's like we didn't know him, and then this neighbor introduced us to him. And in our backyard, the neighbor lived this way, and this gentleman that he brought over lived, like kind of like straight where the grass ended. Anyways, he came over, um, and he was watching, like TV with us and whatever. And I just remember he just wouldn't leave. When it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then finally he leaves. But anyways, obviously the guy was having issues because a couple days later he was found in his townhouse, and his 16-year-old son found him, and he was hanging by a tie from the staircase, just decided to take his life. And unfortunately, his 16-year-old found him. What kind of scarring is that on another human being? Sad. It's sad that people. It's sad that people feel that they need to leave the planet in order to be happier or something because they can't deal with down here, but yet the damage that it causes. Mm. Hey, Barbara. Who is it, Louise? Don't have any updates on the lady that is missing from Black. Oh, right. Didn't somebody say there was something? Um, so is this person that's missing right now? Well, I, like I said, I mean, I guess I'd have to take her Fitbit then. Yeah. No, yeah, it was because, you just see the person and then to know that the 16-year-old found him a couple days later. Morning, yeah. Okay, you guys, my husband's going to be home soon. Whoops. 1 second here. Um, oh, thank you, Mustang. I just seen only because I know that sound. Mustang bought a piece of cake. Thank you, Mustang, on there. You just bought like 5 last week or something. Anthony Cook. Hello, Anthony Cook. Sorry, guys, but I do. Again, me and my twin are gonna be doing a live tonight. Again, because it's our birthday, and she's 10 minutes older than me. I'm still a better one, just saying. Okay. There she is, Allie. Allie, thank you very much again for the PayPal, and thank you for the Jackie Lawson birthday card. Appreciate that. And I'll look at your email in just a little bit here, um, for the mug thing. And yeah, I know, can't either. Can't either. 100% English, British. Hi, Sunny. Love the channel. Do you think it will become a problem when all the family choose to tell the QC to bribe the corner that she fell in? All the family choose to tell the possibly could become a problem. Uh, just we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. She just so I just can't buy the whole bull crap of 10 seconds she was gone. Two of you. Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm the best one. Yeah. I'm the funner one, let me put it that way. She's the more in a box person. But she likes to joke around and stuff too, for sure. And that, like, we're so opposite, but yet we get along fine as long as we're not living together. That's for sure. I would make her go insane because I'm just more of a whatever, YOLO. Yeah, she doesn't live like that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like even yesterday. Okay, I'll tell you one thing I probably shouldn't have said. I mean, but don't worry, the boys are old enough. When we were at White Rock, they said they were going to. Maybe I shouldn't tell you guys. Let me just put it this way. They said they wanted to go look for crabs. And I said, well, you don't have to go far. All I have to do is just open up my legs and you should find some right here. Anyways, ding. I know. And then my sister will sit there and be like, son. And I'm like, what? Innocent, I tell you. Innocent. I can't help it. Anyways, I know. But anyways, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Again, we'll be talking about our birthday tonight, but we'll also be talking about Delphi and Nicola Bulley. So if you do happen to hit it from the UK side on replay, again, my husband should be on tonight. He's from Nuneaton over there. I know there was somebody else from Nuneaton. Can't remember who it is. I suck at that. I remember that somebody was from Nuneaton, but I can't remember. But anyways, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Watch this space for whodunit. Yeah, I got the Christie novels. Anyways, you guys take care, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see whoever's going to be in the live tonight or watch the live tonight. I'll see you guys then. And anyways, beautiful Nicola. Amen. Justice for Nicola. Hopefully the truth comes out, Nicola. And again, yeah, I mean, like I said, we'll still cover it for now and just see where things go. See if, I haven't, like I said, I haven't been able to do a lot just because it's been Canada Day. Me and my twin went to the beach, our birthday, and just a lot of things going on. So I got to get back into it again. And that's why, like I said, my face was red. It's all burnt. That's about 5 miles from me, Sunny. Yeah. Nuneaton, is it? Oh, so you're just right there then, eh? Yeah, justice for Nicola, guys. And again, the mugs will be up for another week. I do have to go redo the rock mug with everyone's name. So if anyone's interested, if not, no worries. But I will be putting the rock memorial on my Twitter, Facebook, and whatever. And if you guys want to do a keepsake for yourself or whatever, share it on your own timelines, Twitter, or share it on your Facebooks, and feel free to come grab it. Okay, guys? Other than that, take care. God bless. And we'll see people later tonight. This is Sunny Justice and Aspen Connor from It's a Crime and Shame, wishing you all a good night.